Now Obama then said it's time for a change. Now let's do this thing and let's go green. I go green like grass, cause I know I'm saving cash. Your house looking bad while we weatherizing fast. We the green money crew. We good at what we do, and we doing it for you so you could do your thing too. So you could go green too. So you can save your dough, and it's free, no charge. How could you ever say no?
I tell everybody to go green, everybody. I mean, they really don't understand. But when I sit there and I explain it to them, they're like, oh, I want to get signed up for it.
Hello. Ain't known energy efficiency problems in the house, man?
Well, we got lots of air going out through windows.
See that air gap there? What we try to do is seal that as well as the glass. Put some caulk around the glass to seal that up. As well as on the sides. There's a little bit of a gap on the sides. We probably seal that up for us, maybe with a little bit of caulk. You also got to check underneath the sink. It's usually gaps along the pipe underneath the sink. Try to foam that, seal that up for them. So it also keeps pests out of the house. These are called incandescent light bulbs. We're going to see if we can get those swapped out with a more energy efficient fluorescent lighting.
Start them off simple, and then you can like reduce electric bill, they can reduce water use, help them out with their money, because then they'll be able to save the money for the big things like tankless water heaters, solar panels.
So even this hole right here, when the heat from the attic, of course, is trying to get to the cool air that's in the house, this is a direct source of heat intrusion. The sheet right here is a 1/2 inch wide, but you can see directly behind here that there's a huge hole right here. That, again, is a place for heat to come from outside, from underneath the floor, and from the attic, and directly into the house. That's why we put insulation gaskets there to seal those.
One thing that's good to have when your hot water heater is an insulation blanket. Goes over the whole hot water heater, helps insulate it, keep it hot, keep it warm, keep it from having to run over and over again and start that flame up in order to keep your water hot. We also like to check underneath the doors, make sure there's no draft coming underneath. As you can see, she's got a real nice stripping down here. This actually meets with the door, forming an airtight seal at the bottom.
It made me feel great about myself because at one house that we were doing, a lady actually cried, telling her how bad she wanted her house and what we was doing for her, and she actually cried and of appreciation. That tells her, that tells her joy that we was doing it. Yeah, it's a good feeling that you know that you did something for somebody else, and and we helping out a fellow New Orleans.
Radiant barrier blocks radiant heat. Radiant heat is kind of like heat waves that travel through the roof sheathing and your roof shingles.
That's like having an iron on something, right? And if the iron is hot on this side, it'd be so hot to have the other side hot. So that pretty much what the sun do. It'd be beating on your roof, and it'd be so hot to have the inside of your house hot. But what this does is it reflects it, shoots it back out, and that keeps your attic cooler, at least 20 degrees cooler with this in the summer than what it would be without.
As you can see in the floor, in this old house, they don't have any insulation, never had any. This old knob and tube wiring. This lady just had this house rewired for the first time after the storm. Before that, she was using wiring that was basically the first wiring they had after World War II.
Through my neighborhood association, they had information on the Green Corps, and so I signed up to have the insulation placed in the attic. My neighbor that lives 2 houses up, she had some assistance in that, and she said her bill went like from $3-something to $175, so basically about half. Thank you all for being in the program to help us, because we need all the help we can get, and it's been appreciated by all means.
Well, the program changed me a lot, not in ways of physical, just like mentally. Then I learned that how great it is to be green. Because green, it's not just a color, or a word, or a nickname for money. It's a verb, it's an adjective, it's a statement, it's a way of life.
GMC's Alliance. Go green. We the Green Money Crew. Now what we gon' do? We gon' go in your house and weatherize it for you. We the Green Money Crew. Now what we gon' do? We gon' go in your house and weatherize it for you.
We gon' hook your house up from start to finish. Guaranteed when it's over, you gon' run straight in it. Farm boys inform. We have plenty, so when your sheetrocker see it, tell them GMC did it. We gon' keep your house warm, cause we rock and roll. That's the reason why Amber put me in college with control. Just mark my word, we gon' have your house shy. I just wanna say thanks to Obama for my job.